Myself, Dr. Sayyid Abrar. Today we will see the ischial fossa. This may become as short note in the university exam. We will see the ischial fossa under the different headings, starting from introduction, then dimensions, boundaries, recesses, spaces and canal, contents, functions, and lastly is the applied anatomy of ischial fossa or ischiorectal fossa. Location. This is the ischial fossa or ischiorectal fossa, which is a wedge-shaped space on each side of the anal canal below the pelvic diaphragm. It has base, apex, medial wall, lateral wall, anterior boundary, and the posterior boundary. Then the dimensions. Anterior-posteriorly it is 5 cm long, side to side width is 2.5 cm long, vertically depth is 5 to 6.2 cm. Base. This one is the base of the ischial fossa. This is the ischial fossa. This forms the base of the ischial fossa, which is formed by the skin and directed downwards towards the surface. This one is the apex, which is directed upward, where this obturator fascia, this one is the obturator fascia, meets the inferior fascia of the pelvic diaphragm. This one is the inferior fascia of the pelvic diaphragm. This forms the apex of the ischial fossa. Posterior border, this is the posterior boundary, which is formed by the lower border of gluteus maximus and sacrotuberous ligament. This one is the sacrotuberous ligament. This forms the posterior boundary of the ischial fossa. And anteriorly, anterior boundary is formed by posterior border of perineal membrane. This one is the perineal membrane. This perineal membrane forms the anterior boundary of the ischial fossa. This space is the ischial fossa. Then the laterally, it is formed by obturator internus and the ischial tuberosity, medial part of ischial tuberosity. This is the medial part of the ischial tuberosity. Medially or medial wall slopes upward. It is formed by external anal sphincter. This one is the external anal sphincter with the levator ani muscle. This forms the medial wall or medial boundary of ischial fossa. These are the boundaries. Then the recesses. This one is the anterior recess. This one is the posterior recess. And there is a one horseshoe shape recess. Then the anterior recess extends forward. It extends forward above the perineal membrane, reaching up to the posterior surface of pubis or body of pubis. It is closely related to the prostate in males and vagina in females. This posterior recess is smaller than the anterior recess. It extends deep to the sacrotuberous ligament. Horseshoe shaped recess connects the two ischial fossa behind the anal canal. Then the spaces, there are two spaces. This one is the perianal space, this one is the ischial space. This one is the perianal fascia, is in the form of septum that passes laterally from the lower end of the longitudinal. This one is the longitudinal coat of the external anal or anal canal. It extends medially from the white line of the Hilton. This one is the white line of the Hilton to the pudendal canal, up to the pudendal canal. This is the pudendal canal. The The fat in the perianal space is tightly arranged in small loculi. Therefore, very painful due to infection in this space are therefore very painful due to tension caused by the swelling. And this is the ischioanal space, which is large and deep. The fat in this space is loosely arranged in large loculi formed by incomplete septa. So the infection in this space are less painful because swelling can occur without tension. This one is the lunate fascia, which arches laterally, or it begins from the pudendal canal and merges medially with the fascia covering the external anal sphincter like this. The fascia divide the ischioanal space into above there is a suprategmental space and below the fascia there is a tegmental space. This space is the suprategmental space. And this one is the canal, that is the pudendal canal. It is the fascial canal in the lateral wall of, this is the lateral wall of ischioanal fossa, enclosing the pudendal nerve and internal pudendal vessels. The fascia of the canal fuse with the lower part of obturator fascia. This fascia fuses with the obturator fascia. Obturator fascia laterally, lunate fascia above, and with the perianal fascia medially. And the falciform process, this one is the falciform process of the sacrotuberous ligament inferiorly or from below. This one is the falciform process of the sacrotuberous ligament. This is the pudendal canal. Then the contents of the ischioanal fossa is the ischioanal pad of the fat. The fossa is filled with the fat. There is another content is the inferior rectal nerve and the vessels. This is the inferior rectal nerve and the vessels, which enters the fossa from lateral to the medial side, supply the mucous membrane and external anal sphincter and skin around the anus. And the pudendal canal with its content lies along the lateral wall of the fossa. We have already seen the posterior scrotal vessel. This one is the posterior scrotal vessel and the nurse. In case of male, in female there is a posterior labial nerve and the vessel. They cross the anterolateral part of the fossa, enter the urogenital triangle. And the perineal branch of the fourth sacral. Now this one is the perineal branch of the fourth sacral nerve, that is S4, enters the posterior angle of the fossa, run over the levator ani. This muscle here is the muscle, that is the levator ani muscle, to the external anal sphincter. Then the perforating branches of the second and the third sacral nerve, they appear at the lower border of the gluteus maximus muscle in the posterior part of the fossa. The functions of the ischioanal fossa: the fossa is filled with the fat which acts as a elastic cushion to allow the expansion of the rectum and anal canal during the defecation. Lastly is the applied anatomy. Abscess. Abscess are common in the perianal and ischioanal space. Sometimes the abscess may burst into the canal, in the canal or in the rectum. This is the levator ani muscle. Above this there is a supralevator abscess. This is the on the surface there is a perianal abscess. Within the internal and external anal sphincter there is an intersphincteric abscess. In the fossa there is a ischiorectal or ischioanal abscess. Sometimes abscess may burst into the anal canal or rectum internally or onto the surface. Ischiorectal, this is the ischiorectal type of anorectal fistula. It may open internally or on the surface or open internally into one of the anal crypts, and the tract traverses in the superficial part of the external anal sphincter and lower part of internal anal sphincter, and a blind sinus lies high up in the ischioanal fossa. Then the pudendal nerve block. This is the pudendal nerve. Supplies the sensory branches to the lower part of the vagina through the inferior rectal and the posterior labial branches. Therefore, in the vaginal operation, the general anesthesia can be replaced by the pudendal nerve block. Here is the site of the pudendal nerve block. The nerve is infiltrated near the ischial spine. This one is the ischial spine. By the needle passed through the vaginal wall and then guided by a finger. Thank you. Thanks for listening.